How did Ganga, a sober girl from Gujarat, become the Mafia Queen of Mumbai? Ganga's dreams were much different from the destiny that was written for her from above. The life of this Lady Dawn was published in a non-fiction novel by Hussain Zaidi and Jane Borges as Mafia Queens of Mumbai. The residents of Kamathipura, the city where she has spent most of her life, felt such affection for her that they erected a memorial statue in her honor. They still consider her a hero for everything that she did for them. What did she do, and how did she become this big sensation? Let's delve into the video to find out. Welcome back to Darkness Unraveled. Gangubai Kathiawadi, also known as the famed Mafia Queen, was born into a well-known family in the Kathiawadi district of Gujarat. Her birth name was Ganga, but she went by Vandas. She had the desire to become a Bollywood actress ever since she was a very small child, and because of this she wanted to move to Mumbai to pursue her dreams. When she was just 16 years old and attending college, she met Ramnik Lal, who worked as an accountant for her father. He stated that he had lived in Mumbai for a period of time, which added to Ganga's desire to be with him. She immediately fell in love with him and was ready to risk it all just so she could be with him. The two of them eventually decided to run away together to Mumbai in the hopes of establishing themselves there and beginning a new life together. Gangubai Kathiawadi marriage. After tying the knot in a humble place of worship, Ganga and Ramnik made their way to Mumbai with their newlywed possessions in tow. The first few days went off without a hitch, however. As soon as they realized they were running out of money, Ramnik suggested that Ganga should stay with his aunt for a couple of days so that he could make arrangements for cheaper lodging. His plan worked out perfectly. When Ganga arrived at the place, she found out that it was in the red light district of Kamathipura and that Ramnik had sold her for 500 rupees. Now that Ganga was inside a brothel, she was deprived of food and subjected to constant physical abuse for the first few days she was there. Ganga was convinced that she could not return to her family in Kathiawadi because doing so would be detrimental to their reputation. After a fortnight, Ganga gave in to the demands made by her boss. Upon beginning her career in the commercial sex trade industry, she named herself Gangu. This treachery ended Ganga's life, but it was the beginning of her new existence as Gangubai. Gangubai Kathiawadi's relation with Karim Lala Gangubai was one of the most important names of Mumbai's largest red light district, which was known as Kamathipura. Her clientele included a sizable portion of the underworld mafia. Because of her expertise in her field, she became well known around the region. Unfortunately, this also brought her in contact with wrong men like Shaukat Khan. Shaukat has assaulted and battered her on 2 separate occasions within a short period of time. Gangu was hospitalized for a few weeks after the second event, and that was the moment she realized that no one could save her from the fury of a particularly nasty client. So she decided to meet the employer of her rapist, who goes by the name Abdul Karim Khan, but is also known as Karim Lala. Gangubai sought justice by going to one of the most powerful dons in the mafia, and she brought her case of seeking justice against her assaulter. Later on, Gangu's bond with Karim Lala evolved, and she officially adopted him as her brother by tying a rakhi around his wrist. This marked the beginning of their siblinghood, and Karim Lala also treated Gangu as if she were his sister. Gangubai was now given the reign of Kamathipura, and as a result, she became known as one of the Mafia Queens of Mumbai. Her reputation was enhanced by this event, since Gangu was now supported by a person with links to the underground. Because of Karim Lala, she was also able to make relationships among the local law enforcement. Soon after that, she also prevailed in the Garhwali elections, which led to her becoming a brothel owner. With all these successes, Gangu's status became better and she became more powerful. Yet she never took advantage of her position of power to sexually exploit young girls and women or to coerce them into prostitution. Even after all the challenges she had had to overcome in her life, she was determined to improve the conditions of all the other women who worked in the sex industry. Hussain Zaidi reports that Gangubai said sex workers ensured the chastity, integrity, and morality of other women. She went so far as to claim that the establishment of Kamathipura made Mumbai a safer place to live. There are just a small number of women who serve the sexual wants of men, yet they are the ones keeping you safe from harm. She allegedly replied, "These women assist soften the bestial male violence." She pleaded for sex workers to be given the same rights as other workers in the economy and society. Gangubai began to receive visits from reporters and government officials. She was revered by the prostitutes and the abandoned children as if she were a goddess. Gangubai's reign became increasingly powerful over time, and she became famous for the way she wore saris with broad golden borders. Additionally, witnesses reported seeing her with a large red bindi placed on her forehead. Her enormous power was always directed toward the improvement of sex workers and orphan children, and she always fought for the rights of women who were forced into prostitution as a means of earning a living. Gangubai even had the opportunity to speak with Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, who, impressed by her sagacity, gave his approval to her proposal to safeguard red light districts. Even though she managed a brothel, she never coerced anyone into working for her or asked them to do so against their will. She regarded all of the women and children who were residing in the Kamathipura as her children, and she provided for and looked after them in the same manner as a mother would. According to one account, Gangubai got into a battle with a prominent member of a well-known mafia clan in Mumbai. This fight allegedly took place in Mumbai. She was unquestionably the most powerful woman in all of Mumbai's red light districts. People in Kamathipura, till this day, remember Gangubai for all the work she did for them. She even fought against a movement in Mumbai that sought to remove the prostitute market. To honor her memory, a large statue has been erected in this location. Even now, photographs of Gangubai can be found on the walls of brothels in Kamathipura. However, not everyone admired her. Notably, one of the former local restaurant owners, who is not identified in the book, told Zaidi that Gangubai was not the savior that she portrayed to be. He said that she was running a brothel at the end of the day and that there was a dark side to her that people have chosen to forget. What do you guys think? Not much is known about her later years, according to Hussain Zaidi. She was widely known for her love of gold jewelry and for driving a Bentley. Despite never being married, she adopted several local kids. In an interview with Zaidi for the book, one of her sons, Babi, stated that she enjoyed drinking and gambling. Zaidi notes that she passed away sometime between 1975 and 1978 due to old age. Apart from Zaidi's book, there was also a biopic released named Gangubai earlier this year. The movie is produced by Sanjay Leela Bansali and portrays Gangubai's story and stars Bollywood actress Alia Bhatt as Gangubai. If you are interested, you can watch this movie on Netflix. That's all for the video today. We sincerely hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give it a like and share it with your friends and your family. Let us know if you have any questions or comments in the section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more of our incredible videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be sure to see you in our next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.